Hey guys, it's Ryan Amato here of Amato Media, and you're probably wondering why we're looking at baseball cards. But listen, so when you're doing social media, you just want to tell your story. So whatever your story might be. Now we do help painting contractors and other contractors with their social media, but we also have other endeavors that we're into. So one for myself has been memorabilia, baseball cards over the years, and I just want to show everybody. I watch a lot of channels when they're opening up baseball cards, so I've been gathering up some of my own, and we're looking right here at 1988 Topps box cellophane wrappers. So we're going to open up a bunch right here, right in front of you. So let's see what we have going on. This is probably one of the years that I was heavily collecting. Of course, I'm a Mets fan, so anything like that would be great. We're looking in here for Tom Glavine rookie cards, Barry Bonds, Nolan Ryans, Bo Jackson, things like that. So you're looking at Rob Deere right there, Juan Samuel, Candiotti, Eric Plunk. There's a Barry Bonds right there, right off the bat. So that's pretty awesome. You can see on the back, this would be his third year card. Put him over on the side. Joe McGrain, Andy Hawkins, Barry Larkin. That's a great shortstop. Oh, and Cal Ripken. So this is a good box, and you see Robin Yount's right behind him. So starting off with a bang. Spike Owen. And there's the gum. I'm not going to try this gum because it's pretty old. It looks old, but there you go. Tom O'Malley, Tony Phillips, Alan Ashby, Greg Maddox's brother, the wrong one, Buddy Bell, Tito Landrum, and you can see John Franco. I'm a Mets fan, so there's Ken Griffey's father. And there's my favorite all-time player, believe it or not, is Lee Mazzilli. I don't know why. He was my favorite player. I love his earlier cards from the 80s. We're going to put him aside. Neil Allen, that's another Met. He was their closer for a while before he headed off to the Cardinals. Cardinals, Yankees, White Sox, back to the Yankees. There's Barry Bonds and Bobby Bonilla. There's a Met and Dave Concepcion. So not a bad start there. We ended up with a Barry Bonds, Barry Larkin, Robin Yount, and Cal Ripken. That's a pretty good set right there. Let's see what else we got going on. That is Ryne Sandberg. He was right on the top, so that's awesome. I was actually just talking to somebody today who told me Ryne Sandberg was his favorite player of all time. There's Tim Tuffle, Jimmy Quirk, Mike Stanley, Cecil Cooper, Bob Forsch, Todd Worrell, who's the Mets saw him a lot. There's Pete Rose, manager card. There's that gum again. I don't know, would anybody be daring enough to try this? Not me, not today. Bobby Witt, Rick Honeycutt. There's Eric Davis. When he came on, he was a great center fielder. That's that. Not too much in that pack, other than Pete Rose. So let's see what else we got going on. We picked this up, this box, I believe, on eBay. Wasn't that much. I can't remember, I would tell you. There's Tom Brooke and Steve Bedrosian. There's Rick Aguilera, who also became, another great closer for the Twins after he left the Mets. There's Bobby Valentine, one of my favorite managers of the Mets. If you can remember the game that he came back in dressed in disguise, that's a great Met moment. There's Oil Can Boyd, Greg Matthews, Mike Morgan, Harold Baines. That's a good card. Here's the checklist. Does anybody collect checklists? I don't know. I always hated to get them. Bob Walk. There's Dwight Gooden. There's George Brett, another Hall of Famer. So we're pulling out some pretty good cards. Hall of Famers, at least. There's it. So you got George Brett in there. You had Dwight Gooden. Not much else. Let's see what we got going on in this one. We'll do maybe 2 or 3 more, and I'll pull out another pack that I have right next to me. You had Gary Lucas on the top. There's Ozzie Smith, another Hall of Famer. Still looking for that Tom Glavine card. There's Vince Coleman. Gave everybody headaches when he was stealing the bases. Here comes that gum again. That doesn't look too good, does it? Is that appealing to anybody? There's Benito Santiago. Phil Garner. There's Jose Canseco. Kevin Elster, Mets shortstop. Jim Rice, turn back the clock card. Ted Power, there's Eddie Murray and Cal Ripken. That's a nice team leaders card. You can see right there. Hal Lanier and Mike Witt. So a couple little cards in there. Let's pull this one out. You can see it's Goose Gossage right on the top when he was on the Padres. So that's a nice card right off the bat with a Hall of Famer on the top. There he is. Awesome. Still no Tom Glavine. I'm sure we'll probably get him. There's Gary Carter, one of my favorite Mets. He, of course, was traded, I know, at least for Hubie Brooks, Mike Fitzgerald. I'm not sure, a couple other players, but even though Hubie Brooks was one of my favorite players, well worth it, obviously. Bill Doran, Jeff Leonard, some more gum. Johnny Ray, Lloyd Mosby, Danny Heap, another Met. Eric Show, Bill Madlock, the old Pirate. Larry Sheets and Greg Gross. So a couple little cards in there. I think we had Gary Carter in that one. Yep. And we had Rich Gossage, Goose Gossage, right on the top. I actually met him a few times, but the first time I met him was at a Macy's department store, signing autographs for some reason. I don't remember why. And he was with somebody else, and I don't remember who it was. But that was a long time ago. Here's another pack. Oh, we got Mike Schmidt right on the second on the top. We got Ted Simmons. Terry Poole. Tony Gwynn. Awesome card. Joe Sambito is another Met. Chuck Tanner, manager card. There's some more gum. There's Tony La Russa. Kevin Gross. There's Bobby Ojeda. I met him a few times at Mets functions and baseball card shows. As I said in the beginning, I collected a lot of autographs. So I've met a lot of people. We used to go to the Hall of Fame inductions every year, and you could just walk down the street and paying for them, of course, but you would meet all the Hall of Famers. And you'd see them if you went to dinner or you went out. They'd be on the street. I never really bothered anybody if it wasn't a paying event. I don't know, I just always felt it was kind of a little strange to bother them outside, and plus I'm not a little kid, so and you see Carlton Fisk asking somebody for an autograph, and I don't want them to think that I'm trying to sell it or anything. I always collect it just for myself. But if you've never been to the Hall of Fame, it's a great place to go. Sometimes it's packed at those induction ceremonies, so we would always try to get there like on that Friday. There's Alan Trammell. And that was always a good day. I'd get everything out on that first day and kind of enjoy the other two before it got too crowded. There's Joe Carter. Charlie Huff. There's Donnie Moore, Dave Magadan, Mike Jackson. Let's do one more, and then I'll do this this cello pack, this rack pack that I have right here, which is, I opened one up last night. It's a 91 Topps pack. Let's do this one right here. Last one. Then we have Jimmy Key right on the top. That's a nice card. There's Juan Samuel again, Kelly Gruber, Jesse Barfield, Gary Redus, Tommy Herr, Pete Incaviglia, Charlie O'Brien. There's Mickey Hatcher, Kenny Williams, Ken Phillips. There's Nolan Ryan. That's a great card. There's another one of my favorite players growing up. And you can see Ron Robinson, Frankie Viola, and Mike Easler. I met Mike Easler a few times. We have a local small mall right here, and they used to have a lot of autograph guests. I met Richie Ashburn there. Mike Easler. The Phillies are our local team here, so they would always be around. So now we're looking at a 91 Topps rack pack. I picked it up last night at the mall. See what we got. We got Eric Davis, Bill Long. There's Ryan Sandberg again, record breaker. It's a nice card. Put him to the side. Bill Kruger, Kurt Miller. There's Ozzie Smith. You can see these cards are slightly bent. Eddie Murray, another Hall of Famer. Matt Williams, Marquise Grissom, Larry Anderson. There's Robin Yount, another Hall of Famer. This is a good pack. Bobby Thigpen. And there's their instant win game. Let's open the one more that we have here. Let's see what we got going on. So right on the top, we got Mitch Williams, Mike Moore, Kevin Gross, Al Newman, Mike Harkey, Dan Gladden, Eric King, Pete Smith, Melito Perez. There's a Hall of Famer, Dave Winfield. There's Dale Murphy, another potential Hall of Famer. I know a lot of people feel that he should be a Hall of Famer. All his years, great years with the Braves. Barry Jones and Stan Javier. So that's it, guys. Have a bunch more here that we can do, but we'll get to them another time. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. And like I said, just whatever you do, whether it's you collect baseball cards, whether you help with social media, whether you're a painter, whether you're a carpenter, an electrician, whatever, just open up your camera, take a video of it. There's people out there who want to learn from you and see what you're up to. All right, so have a great day. If you need anything, just comment below. You can always contact me, and I appreciate it. Talk to you soon.